Before Robin comes out, we have a woman here who has broken all beauty barriers and was revealing the secrets behind her timeless look. I'm talking about Christie Brinkley. Watch this.
It was the shot that made Christie Brinkley a household name. In 1979, she landed 3 consecutive Sports Illustrated covers, something that had never happened before. And 36 years later, the eternally beautiful 61-year-old has appeared on more than 500 magazine covers. The supermodel was also the face of CoverGirl Cosmetics for 25 years, the longest-running cosmetics contract of any model in history. And now this mother of 3 is helping other women get the CoverGirl look with her own line of beauty products and accessories, determined to show all women how to defy aging and live confidently.
Christie Brinkley. You and I, get up for 1 second because well, they love you. So great to have you here, but we were joking backstage because this dress, you just want to swish in it, you know?
I know. I was back there saying, oh, I'm going to make an entrance, like, do this whole number.
It is. It's the perfect thing. It's like a matador.
Yes, you have to, like, I'll just stand here the whole time.
Do you get sick and tired of hearing people say that you look great, or do you love it?
I love it.
What's to get sick about?
No.
But it's so funny because I can take a photo of you from, like, we have one from the 80s, and compare it to a current day photo. And, I mean, most people see these pictures next to each other and they see ageless beauty. What do you see?
It was, you know what? It was really a great way to
celebrate,
your 60th.
Yes. Exactly. But you've lived your life in a way that it makes sense that you'd be on the cover at 60.
Well, I don't know. I mean, and the truth behind that is, 3 hours of hair and makeup, lighting, here's a secret. I put a bra on underneath my bathing suit to, like, really give it that oomph.
I'd have to put 2 chicken cutlets under my bathing suit.
That bra had that in it. But seriously, I mean, there's all kinds of tricks and secrets and all of that, but it is based on the fact that I've been a vegetarian my whole life, and I think that plays into it. And
firm believer in exercise, all of those things about taking care of yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah. So many women, we look in the mirror and we find a part of our bodies, or several parts, that we just don't like, and we obsess about them. Is there any part of your body that you don't like, or was there a time in your life when you had that feeling?
Oh, of course. But my mom always said to me, honey, don't ever talk about any, like, you just have to be grateful. You've got 2 legs, 2 arms. You can walk. You can do things. You just don't ever discuss that, because people, like, in the beginning when I started doing the bathing suits, they'd be like, well, which part of your body do you hate? And I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm so grateful for what I got. And that's that.
And that's the right attitude, for sure. I would love to get your take on something that I saw recently. It's a baby onesie. And did you see this one? It reads, I hate my thighs. Given the obsession we have with our bodies, to have this on an infant's onesie, to me, I don't know what that says to you, but...
It's not
That's
cute.
Like
making the baby the brunt of the joke.
Yeah.
We don't need to keep... I mean, for any women, anywhere, that we have to keep being subjected to the jokes about our looks and our thighs and this pursuit for perfection and all of that. I think it's time that we place it on health. And when you feel good, you will look good.
Yeah.
And that's what we want, It's like, for me, I was an older mom, and so I always wanted to be able to do things with my kids, I wanted to be able to run out and play and ski with them and surf with them and do stuff with them. And so I exercised not because I was going, oh, I want my thighs like this. I wanted to be strong. And, you know, now I'm 60, and what motivates me is I spent a lot of time in hospitals with my parents as they were very sick.
Yeah.
And they, you know, I want to be healthy till my last day, you know? And that's what it's about. Yeah. And any, you know,
anything you can do to accomplish that.
Yeah, and any of these diets that put pressure on you to try to give you some sort of short-term effect that, oh, I'm going to fit into that dress, you're undermining what really matters. What really matters is the long-term health. That's what has to remain number one.
I agree with you, and yet that diet industry is bigger than it's ever been. You mentioned having kids. You have 2 daughters. Your younger daughter, Sailor, has become a model.
2 daughters and a son.
And a son, yes, and a son. Sailor has become a model. Have you given her any advice? Because that's a real pressure industry in terms of how you look.
Personally, I've loved this job. I mean, for me, it opened up the world, and I got to see the world, and I got to travel, and I met interesting people. And of course, I would want my daughter to be able to have those kinds of experiences. And you know, and it's a real job opportunity. You can create businesses. You know, I think you can help other women make their life better too. You're in a good power position as a model nowadays.
Well, you know, when you became a model, what I found so interesting, being the same age as you, you broke the mold. You know, there were the Twiggies, and then you came along and you were the all-American beauty, and you weren't skinny. You know, you had a gorgeous body, a woman's body. And I kept waiting to think, this is not going to work. Because she's not, and you took off like crazy, and yet now you're seeing a lot of those really skinny models again.
So skinny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in the business daily seeing people like that, so my eye was not adjusted. And I went to the fashion shows just recently, and out came the girls, and I could not believe how skinny they were. And when I went to the model agency with my daughter Sailor, I saw the girls so skinny. And I just said to Sailor, I said, you're not going to go there. You know, either the business comes to you and you represent health, or you don't need to do that.
Because she was worried about her weight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. But I think that,
do you think she's going to listen to Mom?
Yes. I mean, you know, when she first started, she did. She had lost weight gradually over time, and she reached a point where she got some jobs as a model, and then she got to the jobs, and the other girls were so much thinner, and, you know, then she would call me and she'd say, Mom, I'd say, don't panic. That's why they can split open the pants in the back. They can do whatever they have to, but don't panic. But she did start to lose a little too much weight. And but she caught it herself, and she's so smart and she's so strong, and I mean, I'm so grateful that my kids. I've said to each one of my kids, you just use your brain, because you're so smart. You know the answers. You're the one who's going to take care of you. It's that great brain of yours that's going to keep you out of trouble. And, you know, she did. And she's so quotable, my daughter Sailor. And she's very empowering for girls her age. And she's on Instagram, and girls really relate to her. And she's like representing, she's sort of like what I was in the business when I came in, and I said, well, this is it.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Well, it worked. And having you for Mom doesn't hurt, because you're giving her sound advice, which is so important. It's the apple in the tree, baby. Thank you, Christie, so much. A little later in the show, Christie is revealing her #1 secret to looking this good, and how you can do it too, so stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. Back. I can tell you from standing this close to Christie Brinkley that she has definitely found the fountain of youth. So what is her secret? She's about to reveal all. What is your first secret? I think it starts with this.
Well, first thing in the morning,
yes,
I get up, I put on my coffee while I'm waiting for that to go. Then I have my hot water with lemon.
Okay.
This has so many benefits. Like, are you on Instagram yet?
No, well, I think I am.
Okay, well,
They tell me I am.
yeah, on Instagram,
I'm really good at
I
it.
follow all the healthy sites,
Right.
you know, that keep me like motivated. And this one turns up, honey rimmed.
Oh, you put a honey rim, right?
I put the honey on the rim, then I turn the glass over and I dip it in cayenne pepper. That cayenne pepper really like revs up the engines.
Yeah, yeah.
And this really like, you know, it's like good for all the plumbing.
Okay.
Gets it all going.
Okay, and then you put the lemon in there and you do that.
You get, you know, a shot of vitamin C
Perfect.
and all of that. And that really, like, it as I say, it has so many benefits I can't even begin to
Fabulous,
list it right
okay.
now.
And then this is, what do you call
And
this?
This is a variation of a dinner, although my plates are much bigger at home.
But it's a pumpkin seed
And-
Himalayan salt trail mix recipe?
Oh yeah, well, you know, I like to nibble during the day.
Sure.
And
Grazing.
and I love nuts as a snack. You
So
know,
do
whether
I.
It's, whether it's walnuts or almonds or pumpkin seeds.
Yep.
And sometimes, if I get a salty craving thing, I'll take raw pumpkin seeds, put them in the frying pan. You don't need to add oil or anything like that. You just keep shaking it like that. They puff. You put a little Himalayan sea salt, which is the only sea salt that's actually good for your body and has nice minerals and all of that. And then you get that salty thing without having to go to the unhealthy salty things.
See, I do the salt and the lemon in the morning with tequila. It seems to work very
There you
well.
go. Oh, that's
And then I don't give a damn how I look, because I'm fine. But this probably is healthier.
Yeah.
All right, I know. Okay, we got 1 minute left here.
Yeah.
This is the most important.
This is my new skincare line, Christie Brinkley Authentic Skincare. This truly is. I am so proud of this, you guys. It's for real.
You worked very hard to get this right.
4 years. As soon as I got in position to make a skincare line, I became impossible. Because for all of you, I wanted the ingredients to be the best. We scoured the world. We came up with 2 award-winning ingredients that we put into our own proprietary delivery system, which really has results. And every morning I start with my facial scrub and I just really work it into my skin, and it invigorates me and it wakes me up and it gets rid of all those dead skin cells, and it makes putting on my day cream, which has the broadest sunscreen available in the US right now. And I smear that around and I protect my skin, and it's got anti-agers in it, that proprietary
And it's
complex.
working. It is working.
Fabulous. And our eye cream,
yep.
The before and after shots on these are fantastic.
Well, you could sell anything, but this is something you really have worked very hard on, for sure.
I have.
And it's all about exfoliating. That's the #1 thing. Christie's skincare line is called Christie Brinkley Authentic Skincare. And you know what? All of you in the audience are going home with the exfoliator. So you're going to start the process right. She has been doing it since you were a puppy.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of the reason you are so beautiful.